going on, guys? So it's been a little while since I've done any videos of any kind. I just did my plugs, wires, and ignition coils on my 2014 Silverado 1500. This should be the same for, I think, 14 through 18 Sierra, maybe the Escalade Tahoe. That's cross compatibility is something that I have not verified because it does no benefit to me. So you can see, got all, those are all the old coils and the plugs and the wires. There's the plugs and the boxes. Those are the old plugs. They didn't look too bad. I bought the truck at about $149,000. It's got about 152 now. I decided I'd get ahead of the curve. I think the plugs are recommended to be done at like 100,000. Next week I'll be bringing the truck in for a tranny service. I got some U-joints down there. You can see that for the rear drive line. So that's something yet to be done. Anyways, so on to the subject. So those are my ignition coils. Those are the new ones are TRQ. I ordered everything from 1A Auto. Okay. My spark plugs are AC Delco. Again, 1A Auto. I think it was like $300 or so for everything. This right here I think was 177 or 277. I don't know. Of course I got 4 of them, and you'll notice that one's not bolted in. That's because when I was taking all these out, I dropped that top bolt there. Don't know where it went, but my engine, it seems to be running fine. So I only lost one bolt, but I've got to go down to the store with a new bolt to match it up. Now, it is recommended, I saw on YouTube, of course I YouTubed this before I did it, that you remove the inner fender well. You can see that's all been removed, and it's just a couple T15s, real easy to take out. Anyways, I did put some dielectric grease in everything, and what I did, of course, when I took the plugs out, I had to break it with a regular ratchet, and then I just unthreaded it with my cordless ratchet. But when I put them in, I wish I had some anti-seize. I should have got some for this job. But I put them in, and I tightened them all down as far as I could by hand, and then I cranked them down. This one here, you can see there's actually one behind the steering shaft. That is a booger to get to. That one a little bit too, because of your tubing in the way. I think that's your brake lines. And then of course you saw up top that ignition coil. Had I tried to get it from below, it might have been easier. Recommendation for you, I put all the ignition coils. I had the coil and the wire connected on all these before I bolted the coils down. Recommendation for you, remove the old coils and wires before you do anything with the plugs, because stuff's gonna get in your way and it's just gonna be unbearable. It wasn't too terribly bad, and I did put dielectric grease in all of the wires at both ends, at this end and down here. Okay, let's go to the other side. Now, the biggest reason that it is recommended to remove the inner fender well is because of that plug there. You can't even see it, but you can see the coil pack, but there's a plug back there, and it is a beast. Getting it out and getting it in is difficult, but doable. I would not recommend trying to do at least this side without removing the inner fender liner. You can probably do the other side without removing the inner fender liner, and you can see there's my ignition coil. Now, when I saw some videos on this project, everyone shows you how to remove this. It's a plastic beauty cover. Okay, you pop out the oil thing, and then you can pop it. Just the unit, plastic unit, for the air handler, sits here. You see there's a hose there. Okay, and you got your, I think that's PCV right there. Okay, I think that's PCV, and you got to disconnect that, and you can pull this unit off. Okay, what none of the videos cover is the fact that this unit, to get this unit out, because you can't just pull it up because of the, I think those are heater core hoses. You can't just pull this up, so you have to remove this this for the air filter deal. You have to remove that. You pop this up and then you slide it out. But I got them all done, obviously. Of course, I cranked all these down, and I took them out with my cordless 3/8 inch ratchet. I did not use any torque spec on the plugs themselves. I don't have a 3/8 torque wrench, and I would not have been able to use my 1/2 inch torque wrench. And then of course, after the project, I did fire it up, and it struggled a little bit, and then it died, and then I cranked it again, and it struggled, and then all of a sudden it started running smooth, and I got no check engine lights, so I'm all good. So at this point, I can go ahead and put everything back together, and I got to go to the store and get me a bolt, and then I can throw that in once. Well, I can't put this cover on, obviously, but I can put the air filter thingy. I can put that side back on. I can put both inner fender liners back in, but yeah, like, I don't know if I said this, I bought the truck about 148 to 149,000. Right now it has got about 152,000, and it is my understanding that it should be done at 100,000, and according to Carfax history, that has not been done. Now, this was a fleet truck, so it's very possible that the in-house mechanic did the plugs and wires. I actually find it hard to believe, but it's possible. But yeah, so I've got the all the plugs. They don't look excessively corroded. They don't look like there's any burning going on. But anyways, the biggest thing with this video is I wanted to make you aware, when you do that coil pack, be careful. Okay, wanted to make you aware of that plug down there. Okay, and how, like I said, I saw some videos, but all the videos showed how to remove this manifold. I'm going to call it a manifold cover. I'm not a mechanic, but there's a little plastic beauty piece. If you have a truck, you know what I'm talking about. But to remove this one, you can't just pull it out like you can this one. You actually have to remove this whole portion of the air filter system. But once that's done, you're good to go. So anyways, that's what I got, and until I make another video, I guess I will see you later. All right, thank you very much. And like I always say at the end of all my videos, I always make different videos on different subjects. If you're curious on my next video, which could be car related, it could be something else, I don't have a specific subject that I cover, but if you want to see what my next video is, feel free to go ahead and subscribe. If this video did help you, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up or like or whatever. Maybe you can share the video to someone who's got to do this project, and just let them know some of the pinfalls. Of course, these are 10 millimeter bolts. Okay, the spark plugs 5/8 socket, and that's really all you need on this. Oh, the one thing I did not cover, when you unplug that unit from there, where that plug, so obviously that's just gonna pop out. Okay, when you unplug that unit from there, on the other side of facing the firewall, it's a little red tab. You're gonna flip that up, and then you squeeze it, and you disconnect the wire from the coil. So just a little bit of a heads up. Sometimes they come up really easy. Those little red locking tabs come up really easy. Sometimes not so much. But yeah, before I put the ignition coils in or the plugs in, I set up my new coils, my new wires. I set up to where they were just like this. Okay, so all I had to do was bolt this down, or actually just kind of set this in place, plug it in here, plug this end in. This was just kind of dangling, and then I went underneath. I had already put the dielectric grease on this end, and then after the plugs were in, I put dielectric grease in here, and I just put it to the plugs. So again, a little FYI, some things I did that, I don't know, may make it easier if you have this project. Some pitfalls to watch out for. So yeah, that's it. Until my next video, I will see you later. Bye.